Mason Crosby to kick off for Green Bay.
The veteran kicker Mason Crosby set to do the honors here. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled into 20.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Here we go. Louie!
Watch the run. Watch the run. Hey, alert 3. Alert 3.
Done.
Miles Sanders first carry of the game. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. That was a lightning-fast decision that time. He just caught it and got rid of it.
Because he saw his guy was going to be open immediately. So he took the R, the run, out of the play. He took the O, the option, out of the play, and immediately got to the pass.
58. I got one. 58 to Mike. 58 to Mike.
2 Jet.
Check three.
On first down, Wentz. That's caught by Jackson and able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That one goes for 30 yards. All right, Charles, let me put you in the head of one of those defenders out there. You have a big play like that go against you so early. What does that shake your confidence?
It shouldn't, but it often does, because your thought process all during the week is how you're going to get after that offense and make your plays. And when they make one against you, it makes you a little bit hesitant.
Time to regroup. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
Watch the boot. 58, right over there.
On the counter now, it's Sanders. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
Throwing on first is Wentz. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. 23 yards, the final tally.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, that's to be pinpoint here.
I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Eagles drive right down the field and score on the opening drive.
You know, as a head coach, you can't hide everything from your team. They know that people think that they're not supposed to be on the field with them. So they decided a heck of a game plan, didn't they? Nice fast start, get out after them, and maybe let everyone know that they're here to compete.
And get this home crowd behind them early as well.
Yeah, that's a huge part of it, isn't it? Because if you get the home crowd involved, sometimes you can ride that wave, and that gives you a little added pep.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Off of play action, he'll look to throw. That'll be complete to Allen Lazard. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
Good job, fellas. Good job.
23 yards on the play.
Defense gives up a touchdown the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Rodgers throwing complete to Valdez-Scantling. And he has another first down as he'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 24-yard line.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it second down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
318.
After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Eagles 7, Packers nothing.
258.
On second down, it's Jones. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
The quick slant caught. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 7 yards to pick up there.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he get a good head of steam again.
And the second effort gets him in. Touchdown, Packers. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying this thing up.
Well, we got a little bit of everything on that run. Offensive line creating some space, but how about the guy running behind his pads into the end zone?
What does that mean when a guy says running behind his pad?
Means that he's going to be a physical runner. That way he's able to use his shoulder pads, his forearms, anything to ward off people to power his way forward.
This is caught. And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful. Well, they got down 7-zip. They said, we'll go for 2, one up you, and they take the lead.
How about that for a little risk-reward, right? If you don't get it, you're only down a point. Let's go ahead and make a statement in this ball game, and that's exactly what they did.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now, defensively, you've almost got to get down into those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the pass.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. On the carry, this is Scott. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Here we go. 180.
I got 11. He's mine.
Wentz on the give to Sanders. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 3rd and short, going with their tight end. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the 3rd down play.
At the 38-yard line.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. A good push there from that offensive line as Sanders able to take that forward for a gain of about 6 on 1st down.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
Trying to get out wide, but he's going to be tackled right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
It's now 3rd and 4.
Waiting!
Mike 58 right there. Get that quarterback!
Shotgun now for Wentz. Left side here to Sanders. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup.
The 24-yard line.
Here we go. 120!
Watch the curl! 58!
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. Open space inside the 10. And did he get in? No. Down at the 1-yard line. And that one heck of a run right there. Once he got loose, you could tell that he was going to run a long way. That was pretty impressive.
And first and foremost, this is all about vision. He can see the play developing right in front of him. And once he's past the line of scrimmage and got a full head of steam behind him, he's just going to keep right on going.
And his top speed, as computed by Next Gen Stats, not bad. He was pushing 20 miles an hour. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Taking it in from a yard out. And once again, the Eagles are back out in front. That could be an important swing right there. A touchdown in the final minute of the half to take the lead.
And I like the point you just made there. Could be an important swing because now that they have the lead, if they can carry that into the locker room at the half, they'll feel really good about what they accomplished in the first 2 quarters.
Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes this a 14-8 ball game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
He'll get this to Lazard. And he'll take this from 147-yard line to the other. A gain of 6. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. To throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers. He gets this to Devontae Adams. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 27-yard line. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Rodgers now on 1st down. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it'll be 2nd down.
At the 19-yard line.
And it'll be intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And he will be out of bounds as time has run out on this first half. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Packers set to get the football first, and they are trailing on the scoreboard as we resume action, ready for the third quarter.
Come on, baby. Let's go.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told them, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
It's a gain of a yard. And it's third down.
Rodgers going to try and throw on third down. And that will be incomplete.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They do go for it. It's Rodgers. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing now is Wentz. And oh, he coughed it up. And that ball popped free. We could hear it all the way up here. Those guys down on the field alerting everyone to the fumble. He's lucky that his offensive mates picked him up and jumped on it.
Yeah, and you have to think to yourself, and I'm sure they've been echoing it on the sideline and into the huddle. Guys, we have the lead. Just take care of the football.
And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. From 17 yards out. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible. Now Wentz, flush to his right. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And that bumps their lead up even further. So they're able to throw it in for the 2-point conversion. And sometimes that can be a risky play, but they got it.
Yeah, you always have to be careful here because if you do get it intercepted, it's returned by the defense. That's 2 points for them, but he identified an open target and put it right on him.
Made at the 25-yard line. The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They'll try and get the running game going with Jones. He finds an opening past the 40. And he's finally down at the 21-yard line. You think about the great running backs in the game today. I don't know if Aaron Jones is a name that comes immediately to mind, but it should, evidenced by that run there. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now Rodgers. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And the Packers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. First target, first catch, and a 1st down.
319.
On the sneak, Rodgers. And no signal, but I don't think he got the surge behind center. No, he's going to be kept out of the end zone.
Leads to 2nd and goal at the 1-yard line.
Rodgers with a keeper. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Officially no gain on the sneak. Kind of a wasted play there, and now it's 3rd down.
58.
Now this time Rodgers will throw. Touchdown, Packers! Jay Sternberger there to make the grab. And the Packers are back within a score.
This is why a lot of play callers love play action in this spot. You just want to freeze the linebackers just for a second. Then you got a chance to get a quick pass into your tight end right behind them for a touchdown.
That's caught. And he will get into the end zone, and a two-point conversion will cut this down to a 6-point game. And around the goal line, especially on two-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end. I
love how you described it because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
I know they're down, but starting the third quarter there with the onside kick, what'd you think?
Well, I think that they're looking at it as we may not have as many possessions in this game as we want. There may be that sense and that feel that they've got to go ahead and make something happen. Steal a possession, try and steal some points, and get themselves right back in a position to try and win the game.
And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. Give him 8 on the play, and it'll make it second down.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up second and 2.
20!
It's been a long day for you. Hey, 25 to the mic. We're going 25.
Now a carry for Sanders. And he stopped immediately there.
Sanders, the ball
He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
on the play. Makes it 3rd and 2.
On 3rd and short to give to the tight end. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. Call it a gain of 3. And it'll result in a fresh set of downs. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's the Eagles in possession of the football and leading this one as we get ready to start the final quarter. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant.
Working from the gun, Wentz. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Sanders. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
On second down, it's Scott. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. The tally there, minus 2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
Here we go. 280! Grade 15! Grade 15! Wait up!
From the gun, it's Wentz. Throw left side complete. It's Sanders. And down inside the 15 he goes. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on 3rd down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively a backbreaker. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
At the Packers' 14-yard line.
To throw is Wentz. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
Intended for Dallas.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Wentz now to throw. A bullet throw, but incomplete. So 2 3rd down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a 3rd, and now they deal with 4th down.
Jake Elliott on for the field goal. A 31-yard attempt.
The kick by Elliott is good. And that will make this a 9-point lead. A big one there. That gives him a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, let a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a two-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Well, I tell you what, when you get a running back who can move like that in the open field, that's something to take advantage of, and they certainly did there.
Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got? What you got, Heavy? What you got, Heavy? Give me some.
This is Jones. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays.
10 yards on the pickup. It's second.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 2nd and very short, Rodgers. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. Got a man. It's Tanyan complete. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. A gain of 6 there on first. On play action. Now Rodgers. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal. Now Jones. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Get in there, get what you want. Get in there, get what you want.
At the 6-yard line.
Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
it doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a plane to catch.
So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Wentz to throw. Packer under pressure, and down he goes. So it's a victory here for the Philadelphia Eagles. And I think you'd have to label this an upset. Yes, they were at home, but still an upset. They got the job done.
Yeah, even being at home was not enough for people to think they were going to pull this one off.
Hey, what's good, y'all? Y'all ready for Madden 22?
The NFL is on EA Sports, and we're at Raymond James Stadium in Tampa, Florida, with the echoes of cannon blast still ringing in our ears from the north end zone. The Bucs were introduced a moment ago, and they are all set as their guys will do battle with Carson Wentz and the Philadelphia Eagles. Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Tampa. Taken in the end zone. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25.
Wait, that. Wait,
42. Hey, that QB's trash. Let's go. 42's the mic, boys. 42. 42's the mic.
Go on. Go, 66.
On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Letting one go deep here for Gronk. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That one goes for 36 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Watch a slant. Watch a slant. Watch a slant.
Rip. Alert!
Working from the gun, it's Brady. That's out to his running back, Fournette. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
A 7-yard.
Nice methodical opening drive here. They're already into field goal range. They're in a good spot. You know that people like to take a shot in this part of the field. But at the same time, as methodical as they've been, they might want to run the ball a little bit here, too.
And just on the outskirts of the red zone, they have options now. Either way, they've come out with a purpose. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 yards there, 1st down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Into the red zone, it's Brady. He'll set up the screen to Fournette. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
Brandon, how about that reaction there from a defensive end? Able to recognize the screen pass trying to happen. Broke off his pass rush, and then get back to tackle the running back. That's a very athletic and intelligent play. Reminds me of you working out and seeing that the treadmill's open and getting there before anyone else.
See, I know you're just patronizing me right now. Everybody knows at home that is nothing but a shot at me, and I'll take it, absorb it, and we'll move on. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
And that's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th.
Motion. Hey, check motion, man.
They'll go for it. It's Brady. And this is caught. It's pulled in by Gronkowski. And the Bucs are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal.
53.
They'll try to punch
I'm
it
the
in
best in the game.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. The big back Leonard Fournette able to push his way in from a yard out. And the Bucs take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. And that one gives the Bucs a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Buccaneers 7, Eagles nothing. Bradley Pinion.
Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Off the play fake, he'll set up to throw it.
He'll buy some time right. And the reception made by Alshon Jeffrey. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Here we go, back. Here we go. Wait!
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Buccaneers 7, Eagles nothing.
Go. 120!
Play fake to Sanders. Now here's Wentz. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. JPP cruising in for the sack that time.
Yeah, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
82!
From midfield, here's Wentz. And that is incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
Let's see how the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11. They'll go for it. It's Wentz. And it is incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And this defense will take over right at midfield. Well, I guess they wanted to get that touchdown right back on their first drive, but failed to do so.
And what they have to be careful of is pushing so hard to stay right there, to stay even with their opponent, that they gas themselves out. You know, it's almost like horse racing. Sometimes you don't want to take your horse right to the front and let them do all the work, and then someone catch them at the end and pass them up. You want to make sure you moderate what you're doing along the way and then go for the big finish.
The tight end Cameron Brate was the target, and that'll make it 3rd down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion, and to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Looking for Godwin, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Mills. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold
But he
up.
trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the wild bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Now we'll see what his offense can do.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Alshon Jeffrey, 53 yards. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying this thing up.
I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
This will make it into the end zone, and it'll come out to the 25. As he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown, so 7-7 to score as they begin 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
With the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run. But the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38.
Each team has its own terminology. Some people call it jumbo, some call it monster, some call it king. But it doesn't really matter. They brought in the big lumber to pick up that first down.
Yeah, you think about goal line defense with the goal line offense that time getting it done. Going up top for Miller. He's got it at the 15. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Scotty Miller, 62 yards. And the Bucs have taken the lead.
We keep waiting year after year to see signs of Tom Brady's arm strength deteriorating, but his message there, keep waiting.
And I'm telling you, nothing will light up a crowd more than a play like that. Here in the stadium, all eyes were on the receiver streaking downfield, and you know everyone was thinking, throw it, he's open. What a connection there for the touchdown.
Fielded in the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Shift, shift.
Lefty, lefty.
Hey, they're scared. They're scared.
Forward, Tokyo.
Hey, check Mike 45. Check Mike 45.
They fake the give. Now Wentz. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. And that's caught inside the 30. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line.
I tell you, when Carson Wentz can really step into one and get that 6'5" frame behind it, he can really launch it.
So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's first and he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Dallas Goedert, 28 yards. And the Eagles are now just an extra point away from grabbing the lead.
CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Made at the 25-yard line. The Bucs take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by Nickel Roby-Coleman. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
Go.
A little over 20 seconds remaining in the half as they'll line up here first and 10. Now flags come in here. Looked like one of the Eagles might have moved.
Here I come again. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
The full start backs him up 5, first and 15.
Check 45 to Mike. Check 45 to Mike.
Now a play fake. Wentz. He'll fire it deep for Rager. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half.
Intercepted. The Bucs take over first and 10 at the 45-yard line.
66.
Tight end right. Tight end right. 3 down. 3 down. Check 40.
So after the INT, it's Brady. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. 4 seconds left, and there's the timeout. In field goal range and a chance to tack on 3 before intermission. So here's a first and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Check girls. Check girls. Check girls.
Alpha.
36. Mike 36. Watch twist. Watch twist. Watch twist. Watch 36. 36 to Mike. Here we go, D. Here I come. Here I come. Mike 36. Mike 36. Check, 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 check. Check, check, check.
Alpha.
The final shot before half for Brady. This is caught. Gronkowski. And with the clock reading zeros, he is into the end zone. What an exclamation mark to the end of this second quarter.
Indeed. Indeed.
So now with a late touchdown, not only will they take the lead to the locker room, but they'll try and add 2 more here.
42 is the mic. You.
Hey, 66.
They're going to run forward with Jones. And he will get into the end zone. So a perfect finish to the half. They get the touchdown on the final play, and 2 more for good measure. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half.
Bradley Pinion to kick off for Tampa Bay.
It's the Eagles ready to see the football first, and they trail here as we resume action in this third quarter.
This will make it into the end zone, and the half will begin with a touchback.
Let's go.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They're looking for disruption on both sides right now.
And this is going to be an Eagles first down as the tackle made at about the 38. 12 yards there and a first down.
The more football I watch, the more I want to check and see if teams are going to panic when they're down on the scoreboard. And this team has shown no signs of doing that. A lot of the time, they come out after the half. Things haven't worked so well in the first go-around. They want to throw the football like crazy. But the way to open up throwing the ball is to run it. And they've run it well here to start the second half. He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
On play action, Wentz. And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack.
The big Vita Vea pushing his way through to wind up with a sack.
Defense went 3-4. They got some push from the inside.
And this is something in a 3-4 you don't normally get because the nose tackle who got the sack, he's usually responsible or ends up getting double-teamed and sometimes triple.
Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked off at the 33. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. Tough one there. First drive of the third quarter, throw an interception, and now a chance that they could be in even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he'd be able to take a few extra chances playing with this type of a lead, and boy, it paid off.
No gain on the screen there. It's second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained. So they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He can make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly.
The 2nd and 10 now as we roll along in the third quarter from Tampa.
Check, Mike 42.
Let's make these babies. 72.
Let's make these babies crawl all the way back home. Hey, Mike's 42.
53, Linda!
Shotgun now for Brady. Airing this one out for Evans. And this is caught.
Well, he's been doing this for a lot of years with the arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal.
Check 24, check 24.
Shadow!
They'll try and run for it with Fournette.
And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Well, it's apparent the defense understands the situation. They have to keep them out of the end zone here. That's a great start by them. A loss on that play. Can they force them into a field goal attempt and still give their offense an opportunity?
Back to the ground, this time with Jones. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Taking it in from 4 yards out as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead.
Partner, they had a good lead as they went in at the half, and they came out here in the second half and found a way to extend it. I love their consistency. Don't worry about what they said at halftime. This seemed like a team that was ready to play 60 minutes, and while this game is far from over, I love their approach.
The kickoff for Tampa Bay.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack. Jason Pierre-Paul picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
And it's 3rd down.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. He's got Dallas Goedert, his tight end, over the middle. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
He was covered by N12.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Hurts. He'll let this thing go for Sanders. And that's caught at the 25. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Miles Sanders, 61 yards. And the Eagles have cut it back within a score. He put quite a bit of air underneath that touchdown pass. Of course, we knew that he had the strong arm.
That part was easy. You could see that throughout his college career. But what you want to know about a rookie is when the pressure's on.
Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And this fake extra point attempt failed big time. Not only did they not get it, they went backwards. Back now in Tampa. It's the Eagles behind on the scoreboard, but with the football here as we start the 4th quarter. And the Buccaneers able to recover. The hands team does its job. 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 16, first down Tampa Bay.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Go Bandit!
Check, 42's the mic. Check, 42's the mic. I got you. I got you.
72.
From the gun, it's Brady. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Wait, 20.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10.
Ball's 50.
Brady going to fake the give to Jones and set up to throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. A critical error there in a tight game of the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. He was looking for Miles Sanders out of the backfield, but it's going to be second down. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. On first down, Hurts. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, nearly a disaster there on the check down. But they'll get it back.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Now the throw here complete on the right sideline. Escapes the defender. And now look at him go. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Marquise Goodwin, 69 yards. And the Eagles move back within a couple of the lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 for the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Eagles 26. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Bucs take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. Remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always correspond to what's up on the clock. What they need to do is play a little bit of keep away right now. Run the clock down. Make sure their opponent doesn't get the ball back. Their dream scenario, get enough first downs and make them lead up their timeouts so the game ends when you're kneeling down with the football.
49's a Mike. 49's a Mike. Watch the screen.
Go on. No, ticky tick.
49. Mike's 49. I'm coming for you.
Ball's bandit.
On second down now, it's Jones. They give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be third and about the length of the football.
And this is an absolutely big third down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Pastor, you said big third down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. 2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the fourth quarter. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. Now, this is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. And Brady will sneak it, and he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Only a few inches needed on the sneak. He didn't get it, and now it's fourth down. This offense converted once on fourth down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. They'll go with Jones. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on fourth. Thought they might throw the football with a little chunk that they had remaining on fourth down, but they ran it, they got it.
And the reason they were able to get it done, he ran that play with conviction, didn't he? Understood he would get a little bit of help from his friends up front, but it was really on him to go ahead and make the power move and get it done, and that he did.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8.
You ain't doing nothing today. You ain't doing nothing today. Hey, go up. No, 66.
Brady gives this one on to Jones. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a third and about 4 more for a first. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college, and how about in the NFL? The miracle at the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
Hey, Alabama. 49.
Play action. Now it's Brady. Looking for Gronkowski, and he's got him complete. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10.
Strip that ball.
Now Leonard Fournette. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. So time has run out on what will be a Tampa Bay victory. And they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers. We're at the home of the Super Bowl 52 champions, Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. The scene in South Philly a few moments ago. Boy, the city of brotherly love is fired up. They're saying, "Fly, Eagles, fly," as they get ready to match up with the Seattle Seahawks.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
10 at their own 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Line's 42. Line's 42. Watch the run.
95.
From the shotgun, Wilson. And incomplete to open things up. Tyler Lockett was the target there, but it'll be 2nd down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
2nd and 10. It's Wilson again. Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Nickel Roby-Coleman. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. That right there is the inauspicious start that they were hoping to avoid, a turnover on the first possession.
I love how you use those college-bound words like that, inauspicious. Well done. I really appreciate that. But here's the thing for me. I'm just wondering if their game plan is incorrect. You know, I think they felt like they could come in and throw it around pretty well. That interception early, they may rethink how they...
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. From 8 yards out, and the Eagles have taken the early lead.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an early turnover. A sudden change situation, meaning ball's turned over. How's both sides going to handle it? One side handled it way better. They went right out on the field and put the ball in the end zone.
One play, that just added insult to injury.
Yeah, that just tells you on the defensive side, they didn't come out ready to go. Still reeling from the fact that the ball got turned over.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
At their own 26-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. A nice-looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a 1st down. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. Always got some breathing room. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Chris Carson, 59 yards. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up. So there, Charles, I mean, a situation where it didn't matter how far he had to run, he was not going to be denied, and he winds up taking this all the way to the end zone. So I'll leave it at 7 now as they kick it away. Taken in the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start...
Nowhere to go. Here he lost the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And they bring this one back. It's a fumble recovery and a Seattle touchdown. So the big fella gets on the scoreboard with a return for a touchdown. Good thing he didn't have to go too far, though.
You know the trainers were very happy about that. Imagine having to go get him in the end zone, escort him to the bench, and give him the oxygen. They were loving the fact that he got in without having to run very far.
Myers connects on the PAT, and that makes the score 14-7. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And that last possession, really a gut punch. You seemingly had it working. You were in the midst of a very strong drive, then suddenly the fumble, and you're watching the back of a defender's jersey as he brings it all the way. And got his man complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 33 yards that time.
As we've seen over the years, offense coordinators will often ease their way into drives. Many of them don't want to risk a turnover and put their defense in a bad spot, but not in this case.
Not at all. Forget about easing into it. They took a shot. It worked. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. He was looking for Miles Sanders out of the backfield, and now it's 2nd down.
Don't go. 180.
You must be getting tired of
Here,
it. Mark 50, Mark 50.
Please, 5-7.
We don't want none of that. Come here, pick up the ball.
Mike,
50.
And now some motion before the snap. And this will be our first penalty of the night's proceedings. So after the penalty, heading in the wrong direction, 2nd and 15.
I got it. Here, Sunday. What's it done?
Shotgun now for Wentz. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. And I think that's a pretty good illustration of why they try to get the football into his hands out of the backfield. That was something else. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10, down at the 31.
Rip 5-2, on here.
Again, it's Wentz. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
23 yards on the pickup there and a first. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
4 down. Tempo.
Oh, they'll try the sweep. It's Lockett with it. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
And he'll be brought down at about the 42. They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. It leaves them with 3rd and just a yard. Now it's Carson. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. They'll give him a yard on the play, and it'll give him a fresh set of downs. On first down, it's Carson. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. The free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle?
Now they'll throw it with Wilson. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
Eagles 7.
Big stop, G. Big stop. Let's go.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. They'll lock it with a grab over the middle.
Wilson
5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. So they still get the completion even though the blitz was on. But the blitz got there. Does that stay in the mind of the quarterback the next couple plays?
That's what you're hoping for. That's what you're planning for. It's a little risk reward, right? You're leaving your guys on an island back there in man coverage. But you take the chance that you get to the quarterback, and so he gets completion here. Congratulations. Keep coming at him, and hopefully it pays off by the end of the game that you're starting to get to him while still able to cover on the back.
And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around 30.
It never takes a start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Wilson and the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Wilson hit, it's loose, it's out, fumble.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. This one angles out of bounds in a good spot in the coffin corner. And they're going to mark this out of the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Well done from a safety to come up there at the line of scrimmage. Nice tackle, too.
Yeah, he actually played into his position, didn't he? He's the strong safety. That means being near the line of scrimmage, cleaning up the run game, almost an extra linebacker, and he relishes the opportunities to put a big hit on a runner.
1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And he is down deep into Seattle territory. 1:50 left to go in the 2nd quarter. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Miles Sanders with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying this thing up. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14.
Ties the game at 14. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Fielded in the end zone. Now a hit and a loose football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return and an Eagle touchdown. So problems here.